Okay, so can church plants be better than original church that they came from?
Can they be better?
Can they be a better church? Or are they always worse?
Okay. No, they can. Yeah. Okay. Now we're having to get into how we're defining better.
Okay.
Right? What do you mean when you say better?
Free coffee.
Sure. If that's better. Yeah, okay.
And donut holes.
Yes. I think that church plants can be healthier than the church that they came out of? Yes.
Okay.
Do I think that they can be more aligned to Scripture than the church they came out of? Yes.
Okay.
I do think all of those things can exist. And so, not that they're necessarily will, but those things can exist. Yes.
Does it turn into a competition?
Of which one is doing it better?
Yeah.
Between
the plant and the planter.
The
plantee.
Again, it can.
Okay.
It very much can become that.
Okay.
Where there is a competition.
Are you in competition with other pastors right now?
Am I in competition? Yeah. No.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest? I think it's one of the things that I'll say this, having friends that are pastors in the community is really healthy for pastors.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because it helps give us a more a broader picture of what's going on than just in our little world. And I do think if you kind of live in your own little bubble, it really kind of becomes about you, and you kind of become territorial, and you kind of become, and you think we're doing it better than that person, or...
So you don't have a group chat with a bunch of other pastors where you just post the amount of money that you got that week and see who got the most?
No.
Come on!
No.
That's got to happen.
No, well, it doesn't in our groups. So I've got two different groups of pastors I meet with. Uh-huh. And so I have lunch with one group of pastors once a month. And so
Are they all non-denominational pastors, or are some of them denominational?
Yes, some of them are denominational.
Okay. Cool.
And yes, so it's a mix.
Cool.
And then there's another group that I meet with every week. Actually, it's just three of us. We meet and we do confession, and it's a much deeper kind of fellowship in the sense of we're very transparent with each other, very honest with each other. And all three of us come from different backgrounds. One's Anglican, one's Free Methodist, and then we're independent. And so, though we come from a Methodist background, right? And so that's the three of us. And I think it's actually really healthy to be in those kind of situations. And because you're talking with people, and I find for me, it's helped me kind of throw away the idea of, we're just doing church better. And when you start listening to their pastors, what they're doing, how they pastor, and you're like, man, that's awesome what they're doing. Seriously. And there's times I would just go to some of them and just ask them for counsel, ask them for wisdom, because some of them have been ministering a lot longer than I have, or older than I am, have dealt with some life situations that I maybe haven't dealt with before. And I just think it's huge. And then the other part of it is when we're going through things, when we're struggling, just to have people to be with you in the midst of that, man, that's huge too. And so they become more than just pastors, they're friends. And I don't know, I think that helps. What I'm saying is I think all that helps us not be so competitive, with one another. And because we actually genuinely want the other one in their church to succeed. We want them to do well. And there's one church, even right now, and we've even we're not that far apart distance wise. Mm-hmm. Both of us have left the United Methodist Church and have remained independent churches, and both are doing really well. And I love that. It's awesome. And I don't know, there may come a day where members from our church go to their church or vice versa, but because the pastor and I are such good friends now, I think we're able to navigate that a lot better, right? And It's not like I'm trying to go, man, I wish some of those people, because I know them, would come over here. No, because I love the fact that they're there with that pastor because I know he's a good pastor, you know? And so anyway, I think those kind of things, just those kind of relationships have been very healthy for me, but I do fear that a lot of pastors do not interact with other pastors that way in their community, especially cross-denominational lines. They may meet with the other Baptist or the other Methodist, right? And now it can kind of become a little like, well, we want our group to do well. We want the Baptist to do well or the Methodist to do well, whatever it may be. And we have the better churches. But I think, especially when you get around church pastors from, across the denominational lines, across, non-denominational, interdenominational, whatever, I think that really helps with that. For me, it has. Because I do think that there probably was even a little tendency for me, even the previous church I was in, to be like, man, our church has really got some things figured out. We're really doing this thing better. And look, like, because we kind of became isolated a little bit. And so I think that now that and I'm not saying that everyone was like that. I'm just saying it kind of became maybe a little bit of that culture, that church. Like we just got things better figured out. And so now I'm thankful to have my eyes open and see a broader, bigger picture that's way more kingdom minded and oriented than just like our little church oriented.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that's boring. I want you to have group chats with these people about comparing stuff.
Yeah, no, we don't do that at all.
Like our steeple is higher than yours. And little pastoral dick measuring contest.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I tell you what, maybe I will. Maybe
you should start that.
Maybe I'll
be like, guess how high our steeple is.
Right.
That's right. How high is yours? That's right. Uh-huh. My flock's more satisfied with my huge steeple. How's yours doing?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Next question.